So hey guys, we are here with a top from the Bitkub. Hi Cow, how you are doing, man?
I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, so I hope you are enjoying this conference. So we are here at Next Block Asia in Bangkok. So he was a keynote speaker and he really shared some great insights about the upcoming trends in the crypto and the blockchain markets. So as a blockchain enthusiastic, you guys are also really interested to know about what is going to happen once there are a lot of buzzwords from the Facebook also they are coming into this market, right? So Top, what do you think, like what will be the next action item as you are running a Bitkub as a cryptocurrency trading exchange, like whether the people are going to have a more awareness about the crypto and the blockchain market?
Yes, so in the past year, we spent most of our time building, a very fully compliant exchange. We spent our time on compliance program, on getting licenses, being compliant with the local regulators, and also the, AML KYC, the reporting, uh, just to make sure that even our accounting system is scalable, our matching engine is scalable. So we spent most of our time building capex, investing in capex, right? So once we have gone past that phase, we already got the license from the Thai SEC.
Yeah, that's
So
very
we
good
were
news.
one of the very first fully compliant exchange in the world. Actually, it took us 2 years to work closely with the Thai SEC. So after we've gone past the capex phase, the next phase is to scale the exchange to mass users. In order to do this, we have to make sure that our user experience is very easy. We must have mobile apps because everyone has a mobile phone on their
Yes.
on their mobile. We are going to be a mobile driven company. Our market thesis would be that people would be trading on mobiles more than on local terminal on their laptop.
Yeah, it's like a mobile first is your main agenda in upcoming days. That's great.
Right. So we've gone past the investment phase. Right now we are
Okay.
scaling. And the reason why we had to move a bit slow is because we have to make sure that we can automate all kinds of systems. Because from my previous experience in my previous company, if we scale too fast and the infrastructure is not ready, you have to go back and correct things, and it's very
Absolutely.
messy, and they're gonna bite you in the future, right? So I don't want to repeat. We should not repeat that mistake. So we made sure that we spent our time properly to make sure that the system is scalable, is fully compliant with all aspects of local regulations. And now we're scaling the company. That's why right now we have about 30 different digital assets on our exchange.
That's
30, and already have the first version of mobile apps. Right. And recently we also signed partnerships with a traditional stock exchange, a stockbroker, not stockbroker, and they are also a publicly listed company. And the reason why we can partner with them is because now we have a license, we have a blessing, right? That this industry is fully legitimized.
Yeah.
So going forward, our next step is to partner with as many traditional finances players as we can, right? Instead of rebuilding, so many different capex infrastructure
Absolutely.
again and again, we should not do that. It's going to take years
Yeah.
for cryptocurrency to mature or digital assets to mature. Their strategy would be to tap on existing infrastructure. Those banks and brokers have been investing billions of dollars of capex for us already, right? We should not repeat the same process. It's going to take us years. So we should be partnering up with them, and with the license, we can easily partner up with them, comparing to before, when the industry was great, right? But now this industry, there's clear regulation.
Yeah.
Traditional finances wants
It's like
to.
people are getting more educated about this part, like mostly the government part. Like government want to initially they scared about what will be going to happen, whether it will be in the it will work in a different way or not. But now there are a lot of, like you can say, the case studies are coming up which are showcasing the real worth about the blockchain and the crypto market. And I really like your strategy, like you have to first analyze the market and then scale it accordingly instead of just going and pushing the all the money into the investment part. Because from the last couple of years, I saw a lot of guys in the crypto and the blockchain. They are just pushing a lot of money in the development part, but they are not focusing what is happening in the current market space. Like if your product is also ready, whether the consumers are ready or not, that is also important part. And I guess you are doing really well of adaptation of our markets. And apart from that, Tops, what do you think? Like, do you guys have any plans to collaborate with the upcoming Facebook currency they are going to launch it? Like, you want to do some kind of integrations in your applications or not?
Sure. I think this when Libra stablecoin comes out, we should have this moment in our history book. This is the moment that cryptocurrency is going to reach mass adoption.
Absolutely.
The same moment that Mark Anderson launched Netscape.
Yeah.
And that's when internet reached mass adoption.
Mass adoption.
So next year, by 2020, this is when Libra is going to come out. And this is the moment that cryptocurrency will reach mass adoption, create awareness everywhere. Because Facebook alone, they have 2.3 billion users just on one app, right?
Yeah.
And they also have Instagram and WhatsApp. Combined together, they are the biggest country in the world.
Yes.
And they are already will be using Libra.
So you're thinking like we are waiting for that crypto nation, right?
I mean, in the future, every country will be cashless.
Yeah.
From the physical to digital.
Yeah.
Just like music, we started from tapes to CDs to MP3 to YouTube, right?
Yeah,
Physical
absolutely.
to digital, but digital is more effective.
Yeah.
We can listen to more music on YouTube than carrying CDs and tapes.
Yeah.
Very inefficient back then in the physical world. Same with money. In the future, people will be going forward with, digital currency.
Yeah.
That is for sure. And so, I think with Bitkub, since Libra is created on open blockchain.
Yeah.
Meaning that we can also list Libra.
Absolutely. That's the main
on our
part.
exchange. And right now in Thailand, there are only 3 fully licensed exchange that is allowed to list digital assets. Meaning that Bitkub would be the cash in and the cash out point, between fiat currency and Libra digital currency. We are going to be the bridge, a strong bridge, a fully compliant bridge for people to cross over between the two worlds, the digital world and the physical world, the fiat currency world and the digital world. Right? We have a very strong bridge because this bridge have strong footings on both ends. Whether on the physical world, we are fully compliant with the Thai SEC, the AML KYC law, and on the footing on the other end, we have mobile apps, easy to use trading, buying and selling of digital assets. So people can cross over the bridge very easily, and this bridge has a very strong foundation because we cannot move fast and break things. In this industry,
Yes.
It's not like Facebook because we're dealing with people's money.
Because blockchain is something like complicated things like to understand, and even the developer community is a big issue for the developers over here. Like especially if you want to get enlist a new upcoming the cryptocurrencies, then you have to look into their own regulations, terms and conditions and everything. And even if they are having a proper APIs and their support, I guess that is the tedious task right now. Like, but I feel like we can have some very flexible solutions in upcoming days because everybody is getting aware about this part, right?
Yes, I mean all the technical part. I mean we have Socket API for third-party integration. If you guys want to connect your application with, Bitkub as an underlying infrastructure, you can use our Socket API. This is open to public. But to list coins, the hardest part I think would be the regulation side.
Yeah.
Because we have to prepare pretty thick documentation and we have to send to the SEC to review because now this is a fully regulated space. So we have to comply with existing law.
So what do you think, like, what is the number one reason that people should come and do a trading at a Bitkub?
So there are different factors that people look into choosing an exchange, whether it is 24/7, right? 24/7 support, like at 3 a.m. in the morning, can you ring someone, talk to someone?
Absolutely.
Right, at Bitkub you can, right? Number of coins available on exchange, so number of products, the financial products they can buy and sell and transmit, right? And at Bitkub we have 30 coins right now, and we're gonna be gradually adding more and more assets, digital assets onto our exchange.
So you're in growing phase of that, yeah.
And also the fee, right? The trading fee. Right now it's the global standard, 0.2, 0.25% on the exchange trading fee. But this is another factor that people look into. But I think the most important factor that people look into choosing their exchange is liquidity. They should be able to buy and sell at the amount that they want. Right? Imagine if you want to liquidate 10 million, you must be able to liquidate 10 million. Otherwise, there's no point using an exchange.
Exactly.
So our Bitkub is growing in terms of volume as well. And also the last thing that they look at is trust, reputation, backers of the exchange. Who are the backers of the exchange? How the exchange look, UI UX user experience, how easy it is to use, to onboard offboard users,
Absolutely.
right? To reset passwords. This the
This is a very simple, it's a simplicity is there, like in the Google, that we can have everything to be get troubleshooted easily, right? Same kind of things. So one more point regarding the support part, like in the support system, it's really important to provide a local and a global support. Local in the sense, like if you are trading from the Southeast Asian region, so are you guys are providing the local language support?
Yes, so our support team is working 24/7.
Okay.
We have different shifts.
In the English and Thai.
Yes, we support both English and Thai.
That's great.
But most of our majority users are Thai.
Okay, that's great. Apart from this, the last question, like, what is your number one takeaway as per this Bitkub journey? Like, what message you can give it to the upcoming entrepreneurs who really wanted to get into the crypto and the blockchain market? Because I feel like every the software developers companies, they want to go and try and test this new blood, right? And but nobody know that how it is going to be. So you are executed these things, like you are having a ready to run applications live, and you are having a good couple of users. So what is the number one takeaway from your entire journey till the Bit Club is live right now? So we are seeing some new things coming from your end. So what message you can give it to the upcoming entrepreneurs who wanted to get into this?
Right. So guys, we're at the most exciting time in the history of finances. We're at the era of fintech revolution, and the infrastructure is ready. Right. In the past, technology were not or the internet will not be able to disrupt the financial industry. What we had 20 years ago was the information web. Internet or TCP/IP was able to disrupt the way we share information, right? The way we digitize information, the way we communicate information. But we cannot do that same thing for value. But right now, since 2009, blockchain has arrived.
Yeah.
This is a digital infrastructure for value sharing. Going forward, we are able to disrupt the way we communicate, right? The way we send value across the world in the same manner, meaning that this digital layer is available for everyone, right? And the financial web is coming. Information web has passed already 20 years ago. We are at the era of the start of the financial web, an open financial web. So I urge you guys to actually come and study. There are opportunities. There couldn't be more opportunities available right now because people can build things on top of this financial layer, of this digital financial layer. Just like we built, things on top of the digital information layer called TCP/IP.
Absolutely.
20 years ago, right? People like Larry Page took the opportunity to build Google, another application on top of the digital information layer. People like Mark Zuckerberg built another application on top of this TCP/IP or digital information layer, and they changed the world. They changed the world 20 years ago. Right? Moving forward, now we are having the digital value layer that people can build things on top. There will be Google of tomorrow, Facebook of tomorrow for value sharing economy. Moving forward, we can communicate. We can send value in the same manner that we are sending emails.
It's a global economy.
Global, frictionless, instant, zero cost, right? So we couldn't be more exciting, in this era. So I urge you guys to come and play with this new infrastructure. It is another disruptive platform that will change the world in 5 to 10 years from now.
In short, I can say like it's a sperm which already fertilized the egg. So we have to see like how the baby is going to be born in the upcoming days. So it's a good opportunity for all the blockchain and the crypto enthusiastic guy to build something amazing which can help the world to be a more better place to live. Right. So thank you, Tops, for your information. We are happy to share the exchange details in the comments and description section. So thanks for you. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.